Well, what we're looking at today is the top of the line from Volvo. This is the flagship full-size luxury sedan. It's the S90 Inscription. Now this is sold with just the regular gasoline engine called the T6, but this is the T8. This is the plug-in hybrid. So you get greater efficiency and you get more power, and I believe it makes it a more luxurious experience. This is all about soaking in the senses, taking in the inside of this car and enjoying the ride. Well, first of all, on the outside, this has got to be one of the nicest looking large sedans on the marketplace. It's got a long hood, sweeping lines, understated elegance. I call it Scandinavian luxury. You notice the grille in the front is reminiscent of the famous P1800 sports car from many decades ago. They've incorporated a lot of those classic Volvo elements in the design, especially with the script across the back. It's a classy looking car, understated for those that want the best, but to slide just under the radar. This is a handsome looking car. It looks fantastic in black. So inside is a rolling showcase, especially for those lucky enough to sit in the back seat. Well, it's been a couple of years since I've been in a Volvo S90, and it's nice to be back, and I'll tell you why. Because they changed the model mix. When I first drove the S90, it was the slightly shorter wheelbase. Then Volvo came out with the long wheelbase version, and that's what we have now in the Canadian marketplace. And this is a full-size premium luxury vehicle, and I think there's actually a lot of value in this car when you start comparing it to a lot of its direct competitors. So this car is absolutely first class on the inside. I call it Scandinavian luxury. You get this great contrast of high-tech, modern, and old world craftsmanship and materials. High-tech, you've got the big digital instrument cluster behind the steering wheel, fully digital and customizable. And then you have the large screen that is the center of this car, and it's easy to swipe through and get to your different applications. But framing that on either side is a sumptuous and luxurious interior. You see the open pore wood in the dash, the beautiful leather stitching on the doors. You even have nice carpeting down the center of the tunnel here, which in many cars is hard plastic. Volvo goes that extra bit and puts carpeting there, makes it feel quite nice. Then you've got the crystal shifter in the center of the car, and then the beautifully knurled start-stop button in the middle of the console. So all of this makes you feel special because this is a beautiful luxury car. But there's another step up with this. So the driver has all of this at their disposal. It's the back seat that really is the seat you want to be in. The back rear seat has a controller on the door that allows you to caddy the front seat forward. Now this is designed for somebody that is driven in their car, an executive, someone driven to work, and you can slide that seat forward. You can move it out of the way and you have an enormous amount of legroom. I'm 6 feet tall and I can stretch all the way out. So that is a real special feature. Maybe date night, you take your wife out for dinner and she gets to drive in the back, or your husband, either way. Then you get into the drive. So let's turn that knurled knob and go for a drive. Swoosh, this beautiful smooth acceleration because we are in the T8 hybrid. So you plug the car in overnight and then you take off in the morning and you have full electric power, and you have the ability to run on electric, use the hybrid, or let the car just do its own thing, which is what I prefer to do. But you get this smoother, more polished and sophisticated ride. So it makes a wonderful experience. Plus, it's greener for the environment, so you can drive most of your commute and not use any gasoline. Now I have to tell you, I love full-size luxury sedans. There is nothing more comfortable than a big car on a nice long road trip. Yeah, you've got the award-winning XC90, the XC60, and the XC40, but if you want the most comfortable, relaxed, and refined way to travel a long distance, I'll take a sedan, and I'll take a big sedan. Well, we know that people are moving towards SUVs. They're all the rage. But people in the know that a sedan is where it's at if you want the most comfortable, most sophisticated, and most compliant ride. A big car like this S90 is the place you want to be if you're doing a lot of driving. It is a beautiful looking car, very sophisticated and polished. And if you want to take one for a test drive, get in touch with Volvo of Vancouver.